Yo, 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 this is Bernard, aka the Scarlet Spider.
And this is Samir, the King in Black.
And we are the Angry Blerds.
We're tired.
We're frustrated.
Late stage capitalism is killing us.
Yo, you the one who want to work overtime all the time?
I don't want to work overtime. I'm just working overtime. All right? It's either that or be dirt poor.
You gonna say your part?
Where the nerds are black and the nerds are angry. And the nerds are angry because, again, late stage capitalism is killing us. The man is trying to keep us down.
Okay, 3 weeks in a row. Let's get started. DC. Black Adam isn't happening. We already talked about Henry Cavill being replaced. There was a rumor that everyone's being replaced. Zachary Levi posted a cryptic tweet, said, "Don't believe everything you hear." So Zachary Levi might be staying around. Gal Gadot said she's staying around. And Jason Momoa has been silent.
She says she's staying around?
Yeah, she says she can't wait to see what they do with Wonder Woman 3.
Okay. I mean, I have no problem with her. Again, I said previously, I wish she had more depth and more range in her acting, but no, she's good.
That is not what you said. You said you hope they recast because she can't drop her accent.
You see actors going to do something. Look, I love Gal Gadot. All right, she's great. She's lovely. She's such a nice lady. But I want a Wonder Woman that has range, and I cannot wait for them to recast her. She is always mysterious foreign lady because she can't drop her accent, and she's only ever sexy and powerful and in control. I never seen her goofy. I never seen her scared. I'm trying to remember any role she's been in. She's Red Notice. You saw Red Notice. What was she in Red Notice?
I told you I didn't watch Red Notice.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. My bad.
A list of things to watch on Netflix.
What was the movie with the neighbors who were spies or something, or jewel thieves or something, with Amy Adams?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it. I think like John Hamm played the husband or something like that. The Millers, I want to say.
Right. Something like that. She was also sexy and control lady in that too, right? I'm trying to think of another movie she was in. Oh, Fast and the Furious. Sexy and control lady. Funny story. She was... What?
It was Keeping Up with the Joneses.
That's what it was. Funny story.
Go through her filmography.
Okay.
You should 5 movies. Okay. So, Fast and Furious, obviously. Apparently she was in Date Night. I heard I go back and rewatch that. Shout out to Bill Burr. Night and Day. Fast 5. Fast and Furious 6. Kicking Out Shoshana. That's an Israeli film. Furious 7, but that was a deleted scene. A movie called Criminal. What was that? Kevin Costner? Yeah, Kevin Costner and Gary Oldman, Keeping Up with the Joneses. 999. Batman v Superman. Wonder Woman, Justice League. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Oh yeah, she was also sexy foreign lady in that too.
Yeah. Between Two Ferns, the movie. Wonder Woman 1984. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Red Notice, and Death on the Nile. And
I did not watch Death on the Nile.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. She's got Heart of Stone coming out.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, she is supposed to be in Fury of the Gods. According to IMDb.
It's probably a quick shot or a cameo or a flashback.
Yeah, and
point is that nice lady who we all like has no range as an actor. I just wish. Okay, I don't know if I said I hope. That sounds a bit harsh.
No, that's what you said. Nah,
but so the cool thing about being an understanding and open-minded individual, I don't double down on what I said in the past. Okay, if I said something harsh, then I can always walk it back. Okay, that's what reasonable adults do. So if I said that, I would like to, rephrase that statement. Okay. Yeah. So I do like what she's done with the role so far. She just can only do that role. That's the problem. If she can only be alluring foreign lady, and Diana Themyscira is an alluring foreign lady. So yeah, the role was pretty much made for her. With that being said, though, I think I wish she would have more range and depth to her acting. Like, as long as you don't make her drop her accent, she can project emotion. She can look, in a range of, expressions. So, like I said, I like the lady. Okay, I just wish, she had a little more range in her acting. That's all.
But yeah, so The Rock actually made a post about Black Adam not moving forward. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
You're like super dark today. Like, what's going on with your feed?
I don't have my ring light on.
Oh,
all right.
You think you should
so this is what The Rock said. Nah, I'm cool. He said, "My passionate friends, I wanted to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding the character's future in the new DC universe. For starters, the long-awaited update, the movie just hit streaming last week.
Ain't nobody waiting for that.
Yeah. So James Gunn and I connected, and Black Adam will not be in their first chapter of storytelling. However, DC and Seven Bucks have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways Black Adam can be utilized in future DC multiverse chapters. James and I have known each other for years and have always rooted for each other to succeed. It's no different now, and I will always root for DC and Marvel to win and win big. You guys know me, and I have very thick skin, and you can always count on me to be direct with my words."
Question.
Hold on. Wait, I'm not done yet. These decisions made by James and DC leadership represent their vision of DCU through their creative lens. After 15 years of relentless hard work to finally make Black Adam, I'm very proud of the film we delivered for fans worldwide. I will always look back on the fan reaction to Black Adam with tremendous gratitude, humility, and love. We did great. To my very passionate and vocal Black Adam superhero genre fans, I love you, thank you, and I will always listen to you and do my best to deliver and entertain you. And with the hell of a month, we all need some Terramana. Have a productive week and happy holidays to you and your families. So, once again, Dwayne Douglas Johnson, stop with the cap of the 15 years of relentless hard work. You were fan casted by someone on a comic news site. And they helped produce Shazam. That's the question you're going to ask, right? What other Seven Bucks productions have been a part of DC?
No, I was going to ask what other stuff that James Gunn and oh, okay.
James Gunn ain't have nothing to do with that, but The Rock produced Shazam.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because you don't read theater credits.
I read theater credits sometimes.
You don't give a damn about producers.
Listen.
The only producer you give a shit about is Kevin Feige.
That's not true.
Name another producer besides James Gunn, Kevin Feige, and James Cameron. Go.
Ron Howard.
The fuck did Ron Howard produce?
A lot of stuff. I don't know what's up, man. I know he produced.
Damn, man. I gave you a layup, and you...
It's like that one meme from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I don't know which one it is, but, bro...
You set the bar too low.
The bar too... Bro, you could have said Jerry Bruckheimer, Michael Bay...
No,
Steven
well, there you go. Ron Howard. He's produced Ed TV, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Beautiful Mind.
I thought he directed How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh, he directed these movies too, but he also produced them.
Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, so I'm really done talking about DC, at least until the next movie comes out, which is what, The Flash, Shazam, I think. No, Shazam.
I'm not watching that movie.
Hey, Zachary Levi said he might be sticking around, so he said, "Don't believe everything you see."
I'm done with the universe. It's like, as much as I liked Netflix's Daredevil, I didn't watch the last season. It wasn't going to go anywhere.
Kingpin went to jail. He caught Bullseye.
Okay.
He told Karen and Foggy. And I thought you watched the last season of Daredevil because you was bitching about, where's Elektra?
Nope.
Where's Elektra?
Exactly. That's why I didn't watch it. And I'm sorry. Elektra will begin. Elektra is his beginning and his end.
Samir? Yes. It's called Daredevil, not Daredevil and Elektra.
That's not the point. She is his one and only. Okay. Beginning and end. If the series don't begin or end with her, nah.
Karen Page, Kirsten McDuffie. I can't remember her last name. Mila, his actual wife. Remember her, the blind lady, Mila.
All them ladies are just placeholders for Elektra.
Wow.
Just like all them other ladies are placeholders for Selena. Okay.
Yeah, tell that to Talia, his baby mama.
Yeah, you can have a baby mama. You can have baby mama drama, and yet your true love is someone else. All right. You think Bruce Wayne is above baby mama drama?
I mean, Bruce Wayne also got raped.
Yes.
I mean,
he did.
So, yeah, that's the thing.
Rape in comics.
Yeah, stop with the free advertisement.
Which one? The band or the fast food?
The fast food that kills people. I don't like the fact that the band named their fucking band after a character from the Never-Ending Story. They should be sued.
They did. It's a good name.
Once again, should be sued.
I don't think so. I think this name is public domain.
I don't think so. I don't. Characters cannot be public domain until a certain amount of years, and the Never-Ending Story is still trademarked.
Maybe they asked.
I don't really care. I've never even heard of the band, but yeah. Like I said, I'm done talking about DC.
Yeah,
I don't listen to hard rock. I'm not you. Don't look at me like that.
Rock.
What is it then?
It's alternative.
Ooh, that's even better. Alternative.
I think they are. Hang on.
I don't care. That's not the point. We're not a band podcast. But James Gunn has also confirmed on Mastodon that he's working with Jim Lee in regards to having series and reprints that feature characters and stories from the DCU to be reprinted. So basically, like, kind of like everyone's saying, like they're copying Marvel style, and some people saying this is so bad in so many ways. Yeah, they're saying
Look, I don't know what they mean by copying Marvel style. What is Marvel's style exactly?
So I'm guessing from what this is saying that, like, eventually, live action counterparts are going to be reflected the same way in comics.
How's that copying Marvel style?
Because Marvel did it first. Remember, we just
that's how you should do the thing.
No.
Okay, it's not copying. No. That is how you do the thing.
No, I never wanted Star-Lord to wear a fucking jacket in the comics. I didn't even want Star-Lord to wear a fucking jacket in the movie.
No, that sucked.
That's what
I'm saying. Having comic accurate characters is how you should do it.
No.
For the most part,
people think they're talking about the way the characters look. Perfect example. Do you want Hal Jordan to look the way he did in the movie with Ryan Reynolds?
You mean terrible CGI?
The CGI wasn't terrible. They should have just actually gave him a mask. The suit was cool. It was just the mask that threw it all off.
It looked like a CGI suit. It was trash.
Agree to disagree.
That movie had terrible special effects. It was like 90% green screen. It was awful.
So are most movies nowadays.
Yeah, well, guess what? That movie also came out like 3 years after a movie that won't be named. Okay, just saying.
Shut the fuck up with that goddamn movie.
What? I didn't say anything. I didn't say a movie. What are you talking about?
Fuck you meant. We know what the fuck you meant. Anyone can subtract 2011 minus 3. No, 2.
All right, I'm moving on to the next topic. Super big news in the Avatar verse. So they announced that the next Avatar, obviously, if you know anything about the Avatar cycle, the next Avatar.
We're not talking about the blue people. We're talking about the people who bend water, earth, and fire. You got to be specific. You just said that. Bro, you said the Avatar verse. People could be thinking you're talking about the blue people.
Why would they think that?
Because you literally just said Avatar.
The Last Airbender. So, okay.
There you go.
So, the next animated series featuring the Earth Avatar after Aang and Korra is coming 2025 from Paramount Pictures and Avatar Studios. Now, this is big news, and the problem... No, it's not a problem, but it's definitely got me in my feels because, obviously, it was going to happen eventually. But a large portion of Twitter and the fan base is upset that Korra is dead. And it's like, we didn't feel like we got enough for her, I guess. I'm in this group.
Didn't she have 4 seasons?
No, she had 4. No? Yeah, 4. She had 4. But one of them was cut short. And then she got a number of comics, which are, they flush out a lot of characters.
And you didn't read the comics. You want more core? Go read some goddamn.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, nigga. What you talking about? Who you think I am?
The guy who don't read comics.
I read comics, nigga.
What was the last comic you read? Not manga. American.
See, this is what I'm talking about. That America First BS is small dick energy, okay? All right, just saying. Because manga are comics, okay? Okay, cricket. I don't know what you're talking about, cricket. Yeah, small dick energy. That's because they're looking at your dick right now, all right? They astonished how small that shot is because you got small dick energy right now, okay? America First. That's what you sound like right now.
America First. I asked you, what was the last comic you read?
Why are we excluding all... So are French comics okay? Can we read something from France?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Huh? Okay, well, I mean, I didn't. I mean, it's not like I read Skydoll anytime soon. Look, I read a lot of manga. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, man. How you just gonna throw?
I haven't recently read a Legend of Korra comic, but I have read the Legend of Korra comics. Okay, last one I read came out. Last time I read one was last year, so that's not recent. Okay, now again, I am reading manga, so
I didn't ask what was the last Avatar comic. I just asked what was the last comic, excluding manga.
I don't know why you got to exclude manga. Why again? America First is small dick energy.
Because for someone who's been on this podcast for the past 2+ years saying, "Oh, I'm behind on comics," seems like you're not making an effort to catch up. But yet, you gave me shit when I said I wanted to stop reading comics multiple times, and I
didn't give you shit.
Yes, I didn't give you. Yes, you did, because you said, and I quote, "Without comics, Bernard, who are you?"
This is a valid question. It's a valid question. Yeah, put the crickets up. Who are you, Bernard? Answer the question.
I'm the guy who collects Power Ranger shit. I'm the guy who spends almost $550 on a 6 Ranger set. I'm the guy who has 16 helmets in his storage unit. I'm more than just fucking comics.
I mean, you gonna continue to read Power Ranger comics?
Yes. I actually just caught up last night. Because, I'm actually trying to catch up on comics. And stop promoting them people. Turn the cup to the side.
Wow, what is the issue?
This is not fucking product placement. You got to deal with Wendy's or something, nigga?
No, I'm just drinking the Frosty, okay, while you talking and yelling at me. Why you yelling at me? It's too late for that shite.
Because somebody had me wait a whole goddamn half hour coming up with every other excuse under the fucking sun.
What he isn't telling you, okay, our beloved audience.
You already said you worked a 12-hour shift.
A 12-hour shift.
A river.
All right, I worked, and this dude got off at 2 in the afternoon, was sleeping. You took a nap today, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I was actually playing God of War Ragnarok. You know that because you heard me playing the goddamn game.
So let me get this straight, y'all. Hang on. This man was sitting on his couch or bedroom playing video games. I'm working all day. All right, I get home, had to walk the dog, had to do all this stuff. Whatever.
So it's my fault that my job appreciated me and gave me like 2 hours. No, yeah, I actually 4 hours off early because it's a holiday, as opposed to the multi-million-dollar conglomerate that you work at.
They ain't paid for them extra hours, did they?
Yes, they actually did.
Okay, you getting paid for Christmas too?
Yes, and I have the day off after.
All right, that was my thing with the Avatar Last Airbender.
you got quiet then, huh?
I ain't got quiet. I'm just done talking about it. You bitch ass. Hurry up.
Okay. All right. So, Samir, those people you hate, right? The FTC, right?
I mean, I hate a lot of things. Yeah, those you kind of
went on a rant about them last week.
They suck. Go on.
All right. So the FTC has filed a lawsuit against Epic Games because of Fortnite. So they will pay a total of $500 in $20 million over FTC allegations that Epic violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and deployed dark patterns to dupe millions of players into making unintentional purchases. So, basically, class action lawsuit done by the FTC. So, and I think it's pretty warranted because Fortnite is the king of microtransactions in video games. I would say a close second, but possibly
they're actually not.
Who's the fuck?
They're actually not.
Who's the first?
FIFA.
You really think FIFA makes more in microtransactions than Fortnite?
Mm-hmm. Go look up, dude. FIFA is like 90% of their revenue is like microtransactions.
Bro, you gotta pay $2 for a skin for a gun. Plus,
okay. You must. I guess you're not privy to what FIFA charges you, but yeah, the FIFA is downright predatory with its microtransactions, and actually so is NBA 2K. Now that I think about it,
all
both
the
of them suck balls.
All the sports games
exactly.
Are. But
and
here's the difference, though. Here's the difference, though. You can grind for the stuff in FIFA or 2K.
No one does. All right.
No.
FIFA Bros, all they do is just buy the packs.
Yeah, Samir, but that's the issue, though. They're choosing to not grind. Fortnite, you can't grind to get the holographic camouflage skin. You have to pay for it. There's no grinding in Fortnite. You have to pay for everything. I don't know what your
access to grind with. I don't know what your axe is with Fortnite. And
I don't have an axe to grind with Fortnite. I just saw it as a parallel to what we were talking about last week with the FTC. So I was like, oh, look at here. The FTC's, filed a class action suit against Epic Games. I think the problem is, sir, you purchase stuff from Epic Games. So you might be a little biased to this. You've never gotten anything from Epic Games. Not even when they gave away the Arkham trilogy for free.
So, okay, two things. One, I have the full Arkham series because they screwed us over on PC back in 2015. So they gave us the whole library to say they're sorry in our Steam library. So 90% of my games are in Steam. All right, I'm unfortunately a Steam bro. I'm one of those guys that hates having their library split across multiple platforms. Okay, I want all my games in one library. Okay, and that's a large portion of the PC community. All right, we don't like a lot of clients. Okay, we want the one client, and the one client, unfortunately, is Steam. So no, I don't F with Epic like that. I do go in there once in a while and play a game or two, but no, for the most part, I just partake in their free to play stuff. And even then, I just forget it's there when it's free to play. Yeah.
Well, some people do agree with you because if you look at that tweet, some people say go after FIFA next.
Yeah, told you. It should have been one after FIFA.
Well, not EA. I mean, not FIFA. Go after EA because EA produced FIFA. EA does FIFA. 2K Sports doesn't. I told you, dude. I was religiously playing WWE games when I got back into wrestling in 2015. And the first game I got was WWE 2K15. It was cool until about 16 or 17. They started adding in loot boxes and I was out. I don't fuck with microtransactions. I do not do microtransactions in anything. Like, I will grind on Avengers before I buy anything. Like, if I got leftover credit or something from a game
that game was also criticized because of how grindy it was.
I know. And guess what? I don't have a problem grinding for my gear. I don't have a problem grinding for my skins. I have never purchased a skin, and I want all the MCU skins, but guess what? I'm not buying them. You know why? Because I'm an adult. So they can go after EA, 2K, Rockstar. Who else? Who else does a lot of microtransactions? Square. Who else? Give me some more companies.
What is Square Enix do?
Avengers, Outriders.
Outriders didn't really have that much, but I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what Outriders was doing.
Yeah, you convinced me to buy that damn game. Now it's only worth a fucking penny. Oh, yeah, man, we played together. Yes. Shit sucked. Owe me $20.
I don't know how I owe you $20, but okay.
But yeah, so go after all of them. What do you got?
Okay, so I had a bit of a journey when it came to replacing my graphics card recently in the last couple of months. So as everyone knows,
Samir bought a graphics card last year.
I was going to say, all right. First off, all right, I bought one. It was January 2021. Okay, just so you know, that's when I bought my 3080. So
a year and 10 months.
Now fast forward. Yeah, fast forward. I really do. Fast forward to the drop of the 40 series in October. It was all the rage, but no, you couldn't get a 4090. Like legit, they were gone. Poof, pow. They dropped and they were just evaporated. All right. And I was waiting. Couldn't find one. So basically I had to settle and get a 4080. And okay, so now if you don't know the 4080, it's about 55% faster than the 3080. So the performance is there. It'll definitely do the job for the meantime until I want to trade up to maybe the 4090 Ti when that comes out. All right. And it's sitting at to refresh your memory for the specs, it's sitting at 16 gigabytes of GDDR6X, has 9,728 CUDA cores, boost clocks of 2.5, and it has third generation ray tracing, fourth generation tensor cores, all the stuff, and it's on the Ada Lovelace architecture. Okay. Anyways, I digress. Really great. There's one problem though, y'all. This shite don't fit in my case. So you
went through all that and it don't fit.
No, it's working. It's just that my case is open right now. Like, that's the card. You see how massive it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's so not gonna. I can't close the side panel. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, there's a couple of things I can do. I need to buy an aftermarket GPU. I'm sorry, power supply cable. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Yeah, I need to buy an aftermarket power supply cable, or I may have to upgrade my case soon. Which I was bouncing around that idea a few months ago, and I decided not to because I really do like this case, and I don't want to change it. So I think I'm going to go with the cable. Hope to God it works. If not, then I'm just going to rock it like this, honestly, indefinitely. And it's going to help the thermals, though, because there's no heat going to be trapped into the case, so it'll be fine. All right. Anyways, that's my weekend right there. I'm going to just be replaying games and seeing how they impact my performance. Doing a lot of benchmarks.
Patience, but you know how that goes. Virtue.
Yes. I don't know what you mean about patience. How will patience help this situation?
I don't know.
Exactly. You just saying shit. Patience is a virtue. No, it isn't.
You be saying shit all the damn time up here, gushing over your damn card.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's a thick boy.
Really?
Are you really?
Yeah. So we got some news about Across the Spider-Verse. So everyone's favorite Spider-Man, not necessarily mine, but a lot of the, I don't know what to call them, not Zennials. But Chris Miller confirmed that the Spectacular Spider-Man will be appearing across the Spider-Verse after he actually shows up in the international poster. So will Josh Keaton be returning to do the voice of that Spider-Man? Or will he just be in the background? We don't know. I, for one, never watched the Spectacular Spider-Man. I was not a fan of the animation with the big hands and big eyes.
Weird. Yeah, it wasn't. Oh yeah, no, it did suck.
Yeah, I'm talking about this. That was the one that was on Kids WB.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you thinking about?
Spider-Man Unlimited.
We talked about him last week when I went over the list of 20.
Yeah, but I thought you were talking about that one and not because I was like big head. He didn't have big head. That's why I was thinking of that art.
Oh, okay. You were thinking okay, but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Josh Keaton will come back. Who knows? If that's the case, is Yuri Lowenthal going to have a small little role in there? Will Najee Jeter be also in there as PS4 Miles? Only time will tell. We will find out when June hits. I believe it was June 26th. I can't remember. Samir?
Yes.
What do you have?
Oh, you just switched over. No transition about that. Okay, so another. So I'm getting really excited for Ahsoka, for obvious reasons. But now they just dropped news this week that Mary Elizabeth Winstead is playing Hera Syndulla from Rebels. So we got another Rebels. You can't watch this show without watching Star Wars Rebels. Everybody, go watch Star Wars Rebels. It's so good.
If you want to.
Nah,
I think that's
watch it.
Once again,
nah, it's not.
You can't tell people what to watch.
Yeah, I can.
Because for starters, okay, so this is coming from the direct, so it's possible that it could be true.
Possible.
It's the direct. As much as I love the direct, they don't necessarily get everything right. Okay? But yeah, I got no problem with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I liked her and Live Free or Die Hard. Birds of Prey, not so much. Scott Pilgrim versus the World, hell yes.
Cloverfield. You're forgetting
10
Death
Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, you're forgetting Death Proof.
I didn't watch Death Proof. I saw Planet Terror.
I mean, yeah, Planet Terror is great too, but watch Death Proof.
Gotta think about it.
Don't think about it, do it.
Once again, I can choose what I want to watch.
You can. I mean, you can also just choose to suck, which you do repeatedly.
See,
like
you go
that's just all you. You always choose. That's your default mode.
Bullshit.
That's your default mode is sucking balls.
Bullshit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. But my next story, Deadpool 3 news. So this actually came out a few days ago. Hugh Jackman. Henry Jackman's a conductor. Hugh Jackman has actually confirmed that a big plot of the Deadpool 3 storyline will involve time travel. Who didn't see that one coming? Because A, Logan's dead. B, he was time traveling at the end of Deadpool 2. Or did everyone forget he shot Ryan Reynolds in the head? He shot Weapon 11 in the head from X-Men Origins Wolverine. He went back and saved his girl. What else did he do?
I forget.
Why are you shaking your head, man? You don't want time travel for Deadpool?
Just give us X-Men. All right, just give us X-Men.
Once again, Secret Wars.
I'm still a little upset over Deadpool 2.
You still mad about Zazie?
No, I'm mad about the mutant B plot in that movie.
What was the plot again?
The kid, he had Juggernaut who was going to wreck the whole place, and then
I thought that was the
facility. I don't know. And the facility was filled with a bunch of mutant kids. I mean, normal looking mutant kids. I don't know.
There were some weird mutant kids.
No, there weren't. There was no one in makeup, no CGI. They all look like normal little kids. All right, and I'm
it was an adult for it was a prison for adults. There were no kids. He was the only kid in there.
The school that he tried to burn up last time at the end of the
yeah. I don't remember that part. Yo, you know that kid is the same kid who was in Godzilla versus I'm like, look at him. He done went and lost some weight.
I mean, I guess I didn't notice.
What was up with that?
Well, what? I didn't notice. He just that's the guy from.
So you just gonna turn into the Kermit meme instead of drinking tea? You just gonna sit back, like basically kick your feet up and just sip.
I was just slurping.
Bro. No, it's
I was just slurping on. I was slurping on my slurp. All right. Well, I don't know what you're talking
Like
about.
that was very shade driven of you, and that is going to be a clip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes, so Deadpool will be time traveling, and I can't wait. So talk to me. What you got?
Okay. Let me see. Because I don't have that many stories. It's a slow news week. But
you could talk about Jamie Lee Curtis.
Doing what?
She came to the she said that the Nepo baby debate is designed to try to diminish and denigrate and hurt.
It is. It does. I think it does. Okay, look, for every one Nepo baby that quote unquote doesn't deserve what they have, there's two that are actually talented. They just come from wealthy, connected families. Okay. I mean,
we had this argument before. We had this argument before because you said that Odessa Zion was a Nepo baby, despite the fact that she's only worked with her mom twice. And I told you the fact that she went out there and got it on her own. What are you looking up? Odessa Zion?
Oh, yeah. Gosh, she's gorgeous. Yeah. I totally forgot who she was.
God damn. Bro, you just watched Hellraiser like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but that's a long time ago. I've watched so many movies since then.
I'm just saying. So, yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, the New York Magazine published a feature titled The Year of the Nepo Baby and detailed the lineages of numerous Hollywood folks who have famous parents and other relatives working in the industry. So, there was actually a chart. I'm actually pulling it up right now.
So, I take it based on your continuing of this topic, you don't agree with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Oh, no, I agree with Jamie Lee Curtis. But I'm just like, come on, people. Good grief. Give up on this crap. So here's some of the chart. So Gabriel Kane Day-Lewis. He is an actor.
Is he related to Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes, he's his son. He's actually working on a film called Terror on the Prairie. Katie Siegel's son is Jackson White, and he was on Hulu's Tell Me Lies. Honor Burns Swinton is Tilda Swinton and John Burns' daughter. She starred alongside a movie with her mother called several souvenir films. So Tim Hurley, who is a producer on SNL, actually got his son, Martin Hurley, a job as a writer on SNL. But apparently his son is also a comedian. Philip Seymour Hoffman's son is actually in Licorice Pizza, Cooper Hoffman. Okay, Thandie Newton and Old Parker's daughter. Nico Parker will be playing, she will be in The Last of Us. She's playing a character named Buzzy. Emily Mortimer and Alessandro Nivola, both are actors. They are actually in White Noise with Adam Driver. They play his kids. So Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son. Oh yeah,
okay,
he was in
Pause. So first off, being related to Cuba Gooding Jr. is not an advantage.
Oh well, Cuba Gooding Sr. was a musician.
Okay, but Cuba Gooding Jr. got Me Too'd.
Hold on.
And no one knows about the musician. Okay?
Hold on.
But
you didn't know about his dad being a musician?
No, and I guarantee you ask anybody else, they're not going to know either.
And his brother Omar Gooden, you know Omar Gooden, right? You know Omar Gooden.
I want to guess he's an athlete.
Wow, his brother is also an actor. He was on Smart Guy. He was in Baby Boy.
Oh, yeah, now I know who that guy is. He's nowhere right now. They're not gonna. They can probably get.
You don't know what the fuck he doing. Don't be wild.
What is he doing right now?
I don't know. You want me to look up goddamn Omar Gooding like you can't?
Yeah, Let's see what he's doing right now, because you acting like he's an A-lister.
I didn't say he was an A-lister. I just said he was an actor.
We agree. But what was his last big role?
His last, well, he does a lot of movies.
Yeah, he does walk-on roles here and there. Bro, okay, last
TV,
film he
TV,
had.
Yes. He's got a few movies that came out that either came out or haven't come out. Like I said, they don't have.
Bro, none of these films have links on Wikipedia.
I literally
none of these films have links. Think about that for a second.
But he's still acting.
No, he is. He is a professional actor. It pays his bills. He is successful. We're not debating that. We're just debating how big his career is. Okay,
and he's got a Disney show coming out called Saturdays. Well, I guess
also
he's playing the father.
Also does not have a link, but it's so to be announced. So fine, but all his movies.
Hey, an actor is an actor.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's right. But again, I don't know if you can call that a nepo baby, but okay. I think him grabbing the name Gooding, keeping it, and making it work, it should be commended because his dad ran that one through the ground. Like that name does not hold weight anymore.
So, perfect example: J.J. Abrams' daughter, Gracie Abrams. She just put out her first EP in 2020, and now she's going on tour with Taylor Swift.
Okay. I just think this is a moot point. I don't understand what what are these people talking about? It's like these people are still talented. Who cares?
Yeah. Another perfect example. Someone who I like, Colin Hanks. People seem to forget that he's Tom Hanks' son, or Tom Hanks' other son, who's out here doing, patois. Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks sucks. That guy sucks.
What did Chet Hanks do to you?
Two things. One, he's conservative. Fuck him. Two, he's also.
Quit bringing people's politics into it. Chet Hanks is actually talented. He was actually on. He was actually
talented. Go on.
He was actually on Empire for a few seasons.
Oh well, he sucks. Well, listen to his TikTok. Also, just so you know, politics and character they're more or less one and the same.
Samir, I'm not doing this crap again with you because you pulling crap. You sending me crap from TikTok. Yeah, your politics reflect who you are.
It is true. Okay, it's what you want. All right. If I ask you, sir, what do you want out of your community, and you give me X, Y, and Z, that denotes the kind of person you are. Are you a giving person who wants to give back to the community? So you open a bunch of shelters and centers. Great. Are you a greedy bastard? No. Then you siphon the damn money back into the communities you want to live in, and you don't give it anywhere else. All right. That denotes your character. All right. We're not a political podcast. I'm not going to talk about this anymore.
But basically, I'm over the whole nepotism talk.
So am I.
Maybe some of these people. Maybe some of these people actually got put on by their parents. Perfect example: Harley Quinn Smith. Kevin Smith puts her in everything.
A little bit. I mean, can she do anything on herself though?
I don't think she's done anything by herself.
Does she want to act by herself?
Who knows? Because everything I know. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2, Tusk, Holidays. Oh nope, she was in his segment, Yoga Hosers.
That was his.
All the I know, yeah, but it was an anthology film. So far, it looks like the only thing in her filmography that she didn't do with her dad was all these small moments. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Nope, that had Jason Mewes, so relation there. Yeah, basically.
Oh, she was in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah,
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so she is definitely a nepotism baby.
Look,
but everybody isn't a nepotism baby. You think Zoe Kravitz said, "Hey, Ma, put me in Hollywood" after Lisa Bonet walked away from Hollywood after A Different World? No, I'm pretty sure Zoe went out there and grinded on her own. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz got some shit going on where,
Lenny,
she didn't relate to black people.
You forgetting Lenny.
Lenny wasn't acting. Now, Lisa Bonet.
But he's still a singer. He's still a international recording artist.
Yeah. And we had a conversation about this. Me and you, off the podcast, where you were talking about Willow Smith and how they used the Smith name to get her forward. Yeah, they probably did, but then Willow decided, I'm good. I don't want to do this. It's actually in Will Smith's book.
Willow's fired. All right.
Let me finish. So after Whip My Hair came out, Willow said, nah, I'm good. You know what Willow did in defiance of her policy? And you got to go do this. You wanted to do this? She cut her hair off. Yes. When she was 10.
Listen, I'm a huge fan of Willow Smith. All right. You making it sound like I don't respect her talent.
Nah, but you was kind of on this nepo baby.
I wasn't. Again, what I'm saying is, yes, she's a nepo baby, but she's also extremely talented. Okay.
And most of these nepo babies are extremely talented.
Yeah, so it makes no sense why we've been talking about it.
Well, you seem to be struggling to find a news story, so I was just trying to find something to fill the time.
And then you go to ramble. Look, we can skip straight to...
Why you look for the story? Because so far, you still ain't got no goddamn story ready.
I got a story ready. We can just skip to my review of Avatar Way of Water. That's going to last a minute.
Is it? Because I was going to try to save that to the end, as opposed to, it being in the middle of the pod.
We've been going for 45 minutes.
Yeah, I guess. I mean... Yeah, because, you struggling. But, yeah, I mean...
I ain't struggling, nigga. You struggling. Way on that story. Go, nigga.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, wait. No, that's the damn FTC thing. Wait, no. Oh, no. So, here it is. So, yeah, kind of parallel to my FTC story. A kid in the UK blew his entire family's Christmas budget on Roblox microtransactions.
How did he have access to the money?
Simple, because it was probably linked to like the parents' Apple account or Google account.
Pause. How old is this kid?
Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to it. So it doesn't say. Oh, 7.
Pause. That's not Roblox's fault. That's the parents' fault. Okay? No, you're bad parenting. No supervision. There's no way a 7-year-old should be on a digital platform by themselves with money that they can grab. That's your fault. That is not Roblox's fault. Okay? No. Okay. Be a parent. Take responsibility. That's your child.
Let me go ahead. So basically, he spent £740 because, like I said, this happened in the UK, which is
part 2.
Let me finish. Wow. $897.17 in U.S. currency.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid also overdrafted the account, and they were only refunded $10.80
US. She gift for having the kids.
And dude, don't call them poor because this was their Christmas budget. This was what they planned on spending for Christmas.
Look. Watch your small children. Supervise them. Okay?
Or do like some people do. Don't have a card linked to your account.
Or that. Basically, be a parent and be a responsible adult. Don't blame it on Roblox. This ain't the 90s where you can just blame all your problems on video games. No. Be a parent. Okay? I ain't doing that. No. That's their fault. All their fault, not 100% their fault. Okay?
I'd say it's probably two parties at fault.
The mom and the dad. That's the only 2 parties in there. All right? That's it. Okay? They should be watching their kid. All right? Make sure he don't do nothing. Okay? What if he grabbed the Alexa and started ordering stuff off the Alexa? Who is that? Is that Jeff Bezos' fault?
I mean, kind of, sort of, because those things really don't have a setting where it can detect a certain person's voice. Like, I can tell my Google to turn on the Christmas tree. My aunt can tell the Google to turn on the Christmas tree. I can tell my Alexa to turn on my lights. My aunt can tell my Alexa to turn on the lights.
Okay.
Like, there's no voice recognition in that thing. And whatever tablet that kid was using, the parents should have set it up better for parental controls. So they're at fault. And then
they're completely at fault.
The Google Pay should also be at fault because there should be some type of password that you can put in to confirm.
I'm sure there is already.
I'm just saying.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a 2-step verification in Google Play Store. I don't have one because I'm a grown ass person.
No, there is no 2-step verification for the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. There's a 2-step verification when you sign in, but that's about it. I honestly can't speak on behalf of Google. I know Apple, you have to double click the power button and use Face ID. And if your Face ID doesn't work, then you have to actually put in your iTunes password. So do you know, like on your phone, like if it's anything that's paid, you like have to like do facial recognition or put in your password?
Yes.
Okay, so they probably didn't have that set up. So, like I said, everyone's at fault here. The mama, the daddy, the son, Roblox, Google.
Nah, not Roblox and Google. It's because they're not the parents. They don't control that kid.
And the bank, because the bank should have said, "Hey, bro, if you get multiple transactions from the same vendor, does your bank not notify you?"
Nope, because I'm an adult. Nope.
So you've never got a message from your bank saying, "Hey, there are 2 charges from Amazon. Did you make both of these purchases?"
Only when there's not enough funds in there.
Yeah, you need to change that, dude.
Nope, because I do make purchases back to back on Amazon.
I do. Everyone does.
I don't want calls. All right, I do everything.
Samir, they won't call you. They'll send you a text message. It's a yes or no text message. So, like, perfect example, I turned that on because a few years ago, my bank account got hacked. And you know what else just recently happened? Someone bought something at Best Buy for $12 using my debit card. And it wasn't me because it's not in my Best Buy account.
Stop losing your cards.
I didn't lose my card, you idiot. This was 10 years ago when I turned it on. And this past, like, 2 weeks ago where this $12 purchase came in. Listen, that I didn't make.
Listen, it's one thing having verifications for yourself because you want to keep your finances safe. That's smart. What's also smart is supervising your small child on a digital platform.
No, yeah, I get it. Watch your kids. Right. Don't just a
no
tablet and a phone and the TV are not your babysitters. You had kids. It's your responsibility to watch them. Okay, you can't just say, "Hey, look, mommy's got to go to the loo. Go watch some Peppa Pig." We getting. It's a heated debate.
All right.
Perfect example. Hold on, Jeanette. Did you ever put me in front of the TV like when you like went to go make a phone call and say, "Hey, go watch cartoons"? Yeah. Oh, never mind.
She wasn't dealing with you, nigga. Yeah, go ahead. Go watch some cartoons. All right, look. Is nothing wrong?
Did you hear her? Did that pick up? Did you hear her?
Yeah, I heard her.
Damn it! Damn it!
Look, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with screen time with a small child. Just make sure they have safeguards and you're supervising what they do on that platform. That's all. All right. The 7-year-old could have been on Roblox. That's fine. It's fun for them. All right. Just make sure you're being a parent. Okay. Don't blame nobody else when your kid act up. All right.
Yeah.
I hope dude, that kid's Roblox account must be lit.
It's fire. But yeah, man, trust me. I think Jordan used to do that when he was a baby. I think my godson used to do that for real.
All right, well, you gonna learn. They're gonna learn.
But yeah. So
all right, so at this point, we're gonna put the spoiler stamp on the
hold on, wait. Do I have it in here? Keep talking. I'm just gonna upload it real quick.
Have what?
The spoiler sound effect.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so if you haven't seen The Way of Water, what are you waiting on? Go watch it. And if you want to, you can stick around. No, go watch it. It's an amazing cinematic experience. Go watch it.
If you want to watch it.
That is obnoxious.
That's the point.
All right, and why do I have to specify if you want to? They'll do whatever they want to no matter what. I don't got to specify that. That goes without saying, sir.
Samir,
go watch the movie.
Samir,
all right? I'm telling you to. Okay? Go watch the movie. Why?
That's why.
See, pause. Audience. Bernard has this weird thing where he hates being told what to do, and it just crawls up his skin. Instead of ignoring it like anyone else does, all right? He can't stand it. And he does the exact opposite of what he would have probably did in the first place. Okay, because he doesn't want to take any orders from anybody. I don't know. It's weird.
That made no sense. So I would be.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
No, what you just said doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense.
No, because this is what you just said. You said Bernard doesn't like taking orders. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably going to do the opposite of what he was going to do. So if you tell me to go watch the movie and I had no plans on going to watch the movie, does that mean I'm going to watch the movie?
No, dummy.
That's what you basically
hypothetically, if you were going to watch the movie and I told you to watch the movie, you would not watch the movie because I told you to do it, even though you wanted to watch the movie. That's what I meant. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because your brain is just lopsided. That's what it is. Okay. So I had the pleasure.
So now, what are you saying? I'm mentally retarded now?
No, I didn't say that.
You said my brain is lopsided.
I said your brain is smooth like a koala. All right.
Wow.
Okay, so I had the pleasure last week of watching Avatar: The Way of Water, and
slapping on James Cameron's knob.
I was not. However, if you're going to, you might as well do his because he delivered. Okay. Spoiler alert, the man delivered. All right.
How many times did you say spoiler alert? We already hit the spoiler alert sign.
The movie was twice as good as the first one. Well, I don't know. You might I think the first one did a lot of things right. The second one did a lot of things right. They're both still good. All right. He definitely raised the bar on special effects. Okay. Whereas, there's some films that don't get added to his last film. He topped. It's like, dude, the special effects were just jaw dropping. Okay. So, if I want to recount the plot of this movie, hang on. Get a quick synopsis. Okay, so it takes place about 10 years after the first film, and at this point, Jake and Neytiri have 3 kids, and then they adopted 1.5. I say that because Spider, who is a human child raised on the planet Pandora, he basically runs around with all the kids in the tribe, and he speaks the language. He practices pretty much all the customs. The kid at this point is more if I'm going to say this correctly, Omatakatai, whatever, the forest people, that tribe. He's more of them than he is a regular person. All right, or a human.
So he's Tarzan.
If you want to be derivative, sure. But
he kind of gives me Tarzan vibes with like the body paint, the dreads. He's Disney's Tarzan, my guy.
That's what happens when your hair.
Son of man, look to the sky.
But yeah, essentially that's actually a good parallel because he's a boy of 2 worlds. So yeah, Tarzan I guess does fit, and we haven't seen that in a while, and we haven't seen it done well in a while. So this is a good breath of fresh air. What was that? Oh yeah, okay. So the issue with that is, and if you read the Avatar comic too, you'll see a lot more of it. But Neytiri does not like Spider. She pretty much can't stand humans still after everything they did. Now, some of it's justified, a lot of it isn't, and it comes to a head throughout this film. But it's a problem. So she don't like the kid. And
so she's judging him off of his appearance and not the content of his character.
Yes, still not racism, but yes. Yeah, but still not racism, but yes, it's not because if you are we going to do this argument of what racism actually is? It's bigoted, possibly prejudice. Sure, it's not racism because they're not in the system of privilege. All right, the humans are coming to attack them with higher technology. They are not the privilege in this situation. All right, the system is against them. Okay, so no, it's not racism. All right. Where was I before you so rudely interrupted me? Yeah, okay. So,
Talking about little Tarzan.
yeah, so the trouble. Okay, so basically, it follows the Sully family and the trouble that follows them, and the lengths they go to keep each other safe. So the film starts off with them introducing their kids and seeing how they're leading the tribe and how their life is.
Introducing them to who? Is like Jake still narrating?
Yeah, actually, he is narrating for the first part of the film. But yeah, anyways, so the kids come up, they introduce all the kids, and then they introduce the threat almost immediately in the prologue, which is more people. They come in, just wreck everything. You instantly hate them. That's one thing about this movie. Call it simple, but you hate the antagonist. All right, and their two-dimensional goals, right? Because sometimes a villain can be two-dimensional. It works. All right, you hate them. All right, so they come through, and then Jake is just pretty much put a thorn in their side because he's leading a resistance against them, right? Effectively too. Like they can't do shite against this guy. So what do? Except bring back the Avatar project, but instead of using it for science, they use it for guerrilla combat. So basically, they take a bunch of Marines that previously were killed in the first one, and they put them in Avatar bodies. They basically have cerebral backups of these individuals that passed away and put them in Avatar bodies. Okay, if you saw the trailers, that's what you saw in the trailers, essentially. And Stephen Lang's Quaritch is back because he obviously died, and now he is in the Avatar body, and he's twice the threat he was before. And you would think that sounds dumb, but it works. It works a lot. You hate this man almost instantly because he sucks. Stephen Lang did such a good job. Now, the problem with this film, I'm going to try to sprinkle in some criticisms here and there. Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana, I could say almost carried the film last time. She didn't have, I guess her and Sigourney Weaver, but she didn't have much to do in this film, and her character kind of just plateaued very quickly. And Jake was just Jake. He also plateaued pretty quickly. They didn't really go anywhere. They just kind of were just parents the whole time. This movie was truly led by the kids, and how the plot was moving forward was more or less at a certain point just the kids, discovering themselves, which is really cool. And if you were to guess that James Cameron, how he picks out strong female characters in all his films, so this time instead of it being Neytiri, it was Kiri, played by Sigourney Weaver. Now, Kiri is a very interesting character. All right, I'm going to try to keep this concise and just get to the next point. But essentially, Sigourney Weaver's character for the last film, who died, Grace Augustine, she passed away, but her avatar was alive. The body was alive. So they put it back in stasis and left it there. Then they found out that the body was pregnant. So then the body gave birth, and out popped Kiri. And then they raised her as their own. So they have 3 biological kids, 1 adopted kid, which is Kiri, and then the human boy. What is it, Bernard?
How the fuck did they explain that?
Yes, they did.
Did she go fuck a Na'vi? Like
they heavily
in between
implied
the battle of the first one.
So, okay, this is actually really cool. This is why Kiri is probably one of the more interesting, if not the interesting character in the new part of this franchise. So, Kiri has an intrinsic and deep connection to Awa, and at this point, Awa is now implied to be sentient. All right, they slightly implied it in the first one.
That's the planet, right?
Yeah, that's the global network from the first one. Okay, remember how they were saying how everything's connected and that they can tap into it and things like that? Well, now it's implied that Awa is sentient and can actually control what happens on the planet based on impulse and other things in the network. And the main antagonist, besides Quaritch and played by Stephen Lang, what is his lady's name?
I was going to say, did Giovanni Ribisi come back?
No, he's gone. Edie Falco. That's her name. Edie Falco. Okay, Edie Falco.
Nurse Jackie showed up?
Yeah, she showed up. I can't stand this lady. She did such a good job. She plays General Ardmore, and you cannot stand this lady. As soon as she opens her mouth, you know the kind of person she is. Oh my God. She did a great job. Anyways, so the reason why they have such a bad time of pacifying the natives and continuing their pillaging of the natural resources is because besides Jake just running guerrilla combat on them and just jacking their shit and messing up their supply lines, every time they fly into to do anything about it, they trigger, this is her words, the immune response of the environment, and they get swarmed by a bunch of banshees and other things like that in the environment. Really cool stuff. So this is why they decided to bring back the Avatar project, because they're not going to activate the immune response. So Quaritch and his team of Marines go in there and they don't get attacked immediately. So they're pretty much the only chance that the humans have at, kind of winning this at a certain point, because they're screwed either way. Now this brings us to,
remember me?
Yeah, and this brings us to the Way of Water part, because when Quaritch gets introduced into the plot, it scares the shit out of Jake. He's like, yo, I gotta get the frick out of here. This guy's after my kids. So they pack up and they leave the tribe, their first tribe, and they basically just book it west to the coast, where they meet the Mitkaina, which is the water Navi. They are so cool. And for every criticism you can level at Sam Worthington's bland acting or the underutilization of Zoe Saldana, it makes up for in the world building and the tribal development. Thanks a lot. What are you doing? What are you doing there? It makes up. Doc. Oh, it makes up for the world building and the tribal characters. They're just so freaking cool. You want to see more of them. The Navis themselves are a character onto themselves, just as the race as a whole. So this is when you finally see them in different tribes and different geographic areas. I'm not sure the actual term for that.
Geological?
Sure, not really. No, because it's not. Okay. Anyways, the point is they live in water, all right, and their bodies have adapted to water. So basically, it implies that they probably broke off in an evolutionary thing millions of years ago. These Navi are physically different. They have strong forearms, like that resemble flippers, and their tails also resemble strong flippers. And they're just adapted to water. They have really effective lungs, and they just look really cool. Just super cool, And they have their own spiritual leader and their own chieftain, played by Kate Winslet, and who is the other guy? Shoot. Oh, Cliff Curtis. Yeah, Cliff Curtis. So he played. So Cliff Curtis and Kate Winslet play the leaders of the Metcaina, and that also segues you. At a certain point, they do a whole segue into their culture, and the Metcaina live alongside, among other aquatic animals that they use for hunting and riding and whatnot and travel. They live. This is where it gets bigger. Cameron really opened up the world with this movie. So he introduced.
So he had 13 fucking years to do it.
Yeah, he introduced another sentient race on Pandora called the Tonalak, which is they're a whale-like creature, and they are just as intelligent as humans or the Na'vi. They have their own language, they have their own art, and they're just a people unto themselves, and they're bonded with the Mitkaina. And basically, the conflict starts with this movie because the humans, being humans, they want to hunt the Tonalak. Okay, and because the reason for doing this is because when they drill into the skull, they pull out this fluid. I forgot what they call it, but it's this little orange fluid that halts human aging, and it goes for 500 million for this one little tiny vial. It's crazy. So, God, I have to go through this whole movie in terms of plot, because now there's a bunch of other implications. So you have the Sully children adapting to the life with the Metcaina. They're learning to swim better, they're learning to hold their breath longer. this is where you see Kiri stand out because of her connection to the world as a whole. She immediately takes to the water and is able to adapt and, hold her breath longer than her siblings. Like the Betkaina hold their breath and almost seems like indefinitely, she's able to do this immediately without having to be trained for it, where the other kids have to kind of adapt and learn how to do it themselves over time. And you see them get used to the environment, and this is over time and everything. So they're away from the parents. This is at this point in the story, Jake and Natiri kind of bleed back into the plot, bleed back into the background of the plot, and it's basically all the kids. Really cool because you want to see new characters. So the younger cast basically carry the rest of the movie, and you see particularly what's his name, Loak. All right, you see Loak, who is Jake's second son, middle child. He has legit middle child syndrome. He doesn't live up to his older brother. He definitely wants to prove himself, and he can't really seem to do it. He doesn't really fit in well, and he's like angry. He's just angst, right? But really well done. And he ends up bonding with this outcast of the Tanalak. I forgot the character's name, but it's like Pakun or Panuk or whatever. And he's an outcast because he decided to fight back from the poachers, right? He's like, yo, I'm not letting them kill us. Let me go out there and attack them. And in the process, he did get some of his friends killed because the humans retaliated. And yeah, well, he didn't want to sit around and get harpooned. So, you understand why he did what he did. But that made him an outcast, essentially. And because of this, it caused a lot of conflict with the Metcaine overall because Loak bonded with this Tanalak. And it was a big taboo about it. And it just led to more conflict and strife between Jake and his middle kid, who he's always butting heads with. All right. But at this time, you get to see how the Mitkaina basically deal with the whales and how they, integrate with their society. It's really good, honestly. And Kate Winslet has this one scene where she is grieving one of her friends that one of the whales that die. It is such a good scene. Oh my God. And again, you hate these people, the antagonists in this people, especially this one guy who was running the whaling vessel. You hate his guts. And basically they use the Tanalak to lure the Sullys out because they basically use them as bait. They start attacking the whales repeatedly to lure them out, and this kind of draws everyone into a conflict. And this is my biggest grievance of this movie. So, long story short, the court manages to get a bunch of captives, some of the kids, obviously, and he has the Jake, Natiri, and the Mitkaina at a standstill because they don't want to get the kids hurt. And at this point, the whale comes up, does a thing. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna come back and fight and defend my friends." And they didn't see it coming because the whales don't normally attack. Spectacular scene where the whale just comes onto the ship, wrecks a bunch of stuff, and then the fight starts. Great, looks amazing. It's on the edge of your seat the whole 45 minutes. This scene lasts 45 minutes. Really freaking good. The issue is the Metcaina kind of bleed into the background instead of join the conflict, and they pretty much focus on Jake and Natiri, which they look cool doing what they're doing. But I really wanted to see the Metcaina do more stuff. I was really in love with them at that point, and I'm just kind of obsessed with everything they were doing, and I didn't get my fill of them, and that's an unfortunate aspect of this movie. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, long story short, pretty much all the Na'vi Marines are dead by the end of the movie. Because between the whale, the sinking vessel, Jake and Natiri going ham on them. Natiri has a particular scene where after the death of their oldest kid, spoil a big reveal by the way, he ends up dying. The oldest child Natayam. I forgot his name, but yeah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. These names are very hard to pronounce, by the way. So he gets shot and dies, which you didn't think they would do that, but they did. So it was a very heartfelt scene. It really gets you in the feels. Neytiri has this rage, grief-stricken moment where she just goes on a legit rampage. Like, I'm talking like grizzly bad. And she just murks like 15 people, Na'vi and human alike. She just runs through the Marines and everyone on the ship. And it's like you see her just dog walking everybody. And in the process of her rage, she breaks her own bow on someone's head. Like she runs out of arrows at one point. She just goes to whipping it around, and like she breaks her father's bow. And it's just like this lady taking L's all day. It's so hard to watch. At the same time, it's just so cool because no one can see where she's coming from, and like she's not making any noise. And when you do hear her, you hear her in the background screaming someone's head off. So good, so riveting. Anyways, the movie pretty much ends with. I'm glossing over a lot of stuff here because, again, you can still go see the movie and find out for yourself. But the movie pretty much ends with Jake and his remaining of his family joining the Metkaina and becoming one with their clan, and that's pretty much where it ends there. By that point, I was just like, honestly, I kind of want to see it again. No lie. So I would say, you got a question?
No, I was gonna say, well, then go see it again.
I might. So here's the issue. Here's a couple of things that didn't get fixed with this sequel. It's still very much kind of a white savior movie. Not to the extent of the first one. Not to the extent of the first one, but it's very. How do I say this eloquently? But it kind of reads as a tone deaf Get Out. You know, like you have a white guy being an ally, but to the point where he's accepted and becoming one of the people. And it's one thing being on friends with the Black Panthers, helping them out, but it's another thing, dropping N-bombs and holding up the Black Power fist. It's like you're taking a little too far.
Are you saying that Jake Sully is Hillary Swank in Freedom Riders, dancing with the kids, dancing with the black kids?
Not that corny. Obviously not that corny. It's more like, because again, at this point, he's pretty much in the clan, and it's kind of hard to distinguish him from the rest of the Na'vi. But at the same time, it still reads as the white savior story, and that's the one grievance that you can have that's the one actual grievance you can have for this movie. Honestly, there's a couple other things there's a couple other nitpicks here and there, but for the most part, the big elephant in the room is that it's unfortunately a white savior movie. In fact, some portion of the native indigenous community do not like this film because of how a lot of the main roles were played by non-indigenous people. For instance, Kate Winslet's character, her Ronald, it's like she looks very Polynesian, and yet they have a white lady playing her, right? And then you have what's her name? Bailey Bass. She's playing Tessera. Can't pronounce the name. She is love interest to Loa. Very, very nice character, by the way. I liked her development too, and I can't wait to see more of her. I don't know where she's from, but a lot of the Polynesian and Maori actors were regulated to background characters, and not enough of them were put up front. And that's another issue also. So,
okay. You got any more to chime in on the movie?
Well, okay. So, with that being said, though, the film is a feast for the eyes. So the water, which is pretty much a character in and of itself. Every scene in there is beautiful. It's pretty much a screenshot of wallpaper. Every single shot. every single one. And you pretty much, honestly, it didn't. The pacing was great. The editing was on point. It didn't feel like 3 hours. I didn't have a problem. It's like I noticed it was 3 hours when I stood up. That's when I noticed it was 3 hours, not the entire runtime.
So it's not like the Batman where it should have ended twice.
Yeah, it's not like that where it's like, okay, this movie's kind of long. No, again, I might be biased because I don't know if I'm biased or not because I will be honest. If I felt it was long, it would be long. I don't think I am. If I felt it was long, I would have told you it's long. It doesn't feel long. I think the editing is on point, and I think that'll be recognized in the awards in the award season when it starts getting nominations. I think one of them will be for editing, in my opinion. At least it should very least be nominated for editing. A movie that long, feeling that smooth, should be nominated for that. Also, it should be nominated for special effects. It should win. Okay, I don't see anything beating this. All right, he invented again new film techniques to film this movie, and it came off so well. Just everything was just chef's kiss.
Damn chef's kisses.
Well, chef's kiss.
So yeah, you rate the movie.
I rate it 9.2 flippers. Another elephant in the room is this movie's budget and its box office performance. So, what did they say? It has to be the fifth highest grossing movie for it to break even?
He said the second. James Cameron said the second. So he wants it to beat Avengers Endgame.
It can. It might. Okay, so here's the thing. So they broke 600 million yesterday
worldwide. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see why that's the difference. Yeah, that's the money it's getting worldwide. Yes. Why do you keep specifying that? I don't get it.
Because they obviously didn't make 600 million domestic or international alone, so you have to say worldwide.
Yeah, it goes without saying it's worldwide. I mean, even something like The Dark Knight didn't make its $1 billion domestically. I mean, it probably made like 300 million domestically.
Hell, did The Dark Knight make $1 billion?
It's definitely, if not, it's close. But it made most of its money internationally, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit! No, The Dark Knight did make $1 billion. No, it made more domestically. It made 534 million domestic and 471 international.
Oh, okay. That's incorrect. What was I going to say? Yeah. Okay. So money. Oh yeah. So it's sitting at okay. So last I checked, it's sitting at 600. Let me see if I can get the full.
$661,581,686.
Okay, there we go. And currently, all right. So currently, domestically, it's up
197.
Yeah, 197 today. Actually, so as of right now, today filming the what's today's date? 24th.
Yes.
So as of yesterday, it banked in another 14, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, it did. What did it bank up?
As of Thursday, it banked in 14.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see what this movie pulls in after this weekend.
It keeps dropping and climbing back up. So on Friday the 16th, it only made 53 million. The 17th, it made 44. The 18th, it made 36. The 19th, it made 16. Tuesday, the 20th, it made 18. The 21st, it made 14. And then the 22nd, it made 14 again.
It's gonna break $1 billion before December is out. I'm pretty sure. If not, it's gonna be really close to it. And honestly, it should make 1.5 by the time it's out of the theater at the very least. I don't know what does it need to make again.
He said it needs to. Hold on, let's check to see what Avengers is at. He said basically it needs to beat Avengers.
That's a lot of money.
And Avengers
That's a lot of money.
Game is at $2,686,000,000. $797,501,328.
That is almost $3 billion.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is the first Avatar beat that, which is, I'm like, what the frick? All right.
With 2 re-releases. You keep forgetting that part.
I know it's forgetting those parts.
Because it's true. It's not like it just made it the first go around.
Okay, you know Avengers Endgame also got re-released too, right?
For a week.
Okay. Look. People kept watching it. All right? People
Avatar
watched it the last time.
Avatar was re-released for a month. Both times.
Why are you saying that? Like, oh, it cheated. Freaking Endgame. Just say it. You want Endgame to be the number 1 slot. Just say it. Say it, nigga. Say it. You want to be the number 1 slot. It's not, but just go ahead and say it.
The movie was re-released twice. That's the point I'm trying to make.
The point is noted?
The point is noted. But, bro, the movie got re-released this year, and then what, 2020? Or was it 2021?
Here's the thing.
Within the span of 2 years.
It could, you're forgetting one fact. It could be
people are stupid because I've said that already. That's the point. People are stupid. That's what you would say if it was in regards to something else.
That's people not what are stupid.
Because stop the bullshit. You know you would. Because bro, people own this movie on Blu-ray. People own this movie on iTunes, Vudu, whatever digital purchasing platform you own. But yet
I don't buy digital movies.
I'm not talking about you, but Samir, you didn't go see it again in theaters.
No,
we had this discussion.
I watched that movie twice in theaters back in the day, and that was it. And I saw it and streamed it and watched it on DVD or download.
Yeah, because you went the other route, so it's just like,
matey.
They could have did that, but they chose not to. It's like, why go see it again in theaters? Like I seldomly, and very few and far between, go see a movie multiple times in theaters. I have to love this movie to go see it multiple times in theaters. And 9 out of 10 times is probably because I either A, was busy, or B, fell asleep for me to go see it again.
All right. Well, listen, dude, watch.
Or I got a free pass that I need to use.
Look, by the end of this weekend,
I got a free pass that I need. Go ahead. It's gonna
break 800 at least, and by next weekend, it's gonna break $1 billion.
We'll see, but
it's on track. It's on track very easily.
Yeah, like
now the problem is, I think it can do 1.5. I don't know if it can do
because you keep cutting me off.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So the only reason why I would go see another a movie twice is if I have a free ticket that's going to expire. Like I have one that's going to expire, so I might go see Violent Night in theaters again. There's nothing out that I want to see. I might go see Wakanda Forever again. I don't know yet. Kako Lakan. The Safford God.
What? Are you okay?
Mbaku.
As long as you having a stroke over there.
Kako Lakan. Oh, and since we're talking about James Cameron, why does this man have to talk shit about everything? Again.
He don't. Listen, his special effects are better.
No.
His special effects are better.
No, I'm not talking about special effects. He's shitting on the Stranger Things kids because they got older. It's like, bro, they couldn't shoot. COVID. Suck a nut. Talking about they look 27. The only person who looks like a full grown adult is Caleb McLaughlin because that acne is so bad on Lucas.
Okay, so listen. All right, the reason why he shot them back to back is he wants the kids to stay the same age. It makes sense. He doesn't want them getting old. It makes sense. He doesn't want it to be a Stranger Things scene. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's getting hit me. All right. Basically, all right, it's like, you remember one season, like, Millie Bobby Brown went from this small little scrawny girl to this woman. It's like very undeniable woman in front of our eyes.
No.
Okay. The same thing with, say the same, more or less looks the same. But yeah, like, what's his face? Ben Wolfhard also shot up like a dang weed. It's like I don't know. Like I said, they still look like kids, but they need to wrap that show up.
Well, we already know season 5 is the last season. But, bro, that's what happens. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, because remember, Avatar 3 is what? He said 60, 70% of the way done? That kid playing Spider, he could grow a whole 6 inches like in between the movie?
Unlikely.
Because it can happen. Then what are you gonna say? He had a growth spurt. I mean, yeah. Now he's 6'4".
All right. Well, okay. Jack Champion, who did a great job at Spider Battle. Great job. Let me see how old this kid is or dude.
Yeah. So while you look that up, I'm gonna tell you what James Cameron said. He said, "Okay, so keep in mind, whenever James Cameron is getting ready to insult someone, he compliments them first." So I love Stranger Things, but you get the Stranger Thing effect when they're still supposed to be in high school, but they look like they're 27. You know, I love the show. It's okay. We'll suspend disbelief. We like the characters, but you know.
Yo, he is negging the hell out of Stranger Things. Oh my, he is so catty.
It's like, bro, who even asked you?
That don't matter. It's like when you on the top of the world like that, and it's just he.
And you got to remember, bro, when these kids were first cast, we saw the pictures of the kids. 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And the movie was shooting like 3-4 years ago. So we don't know what those kids look like. We don't know what those kids look like today. Hell, who was it? It was somebody. I can't remember who it was. It's somebody in Avatar: The Way of Water. They're like, "Oh, I forgot I was in the movie because I shot that like 7 years ago." So when part 3 comes out, those kids are going to be bigger. And guess what, James fucking Cameron, you're going to have the Stranger Things effect.
He's shooting part 3 right now. That's not going to happen.
Samir,
it's 60% done. It's 60% done. He's shooting it as we speak. Right now, it's going to be finished.
I get that, but he shot this one. He started shooting this one about 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so guess what? The shots were streaming. Oh, actually, hang on. So there's one big thing. There's one thing that people are criticizing.
Is there a time jump?
No, there isn't. Well, technically, but it doesn't matter. All right. Anyways, so Sigourney Weaver. All right, she actually is the voice of Kiri. And she's also kind of the motion capture face because you see the mother daughter resemblance.
I actually think Sigourney Weaver said that.
People having issues seeing Sigourney Weaver and kind of hearing her voice, and it's throwing off when they look at
the age of the character.
I didn't have the problem with that. I thought they did a good enough job with her voice to make it sound younger, which for the most part she did. And there's only times when she sounds not like herself. It's intentional, and there's something going on. And honestly, I don't have a problem with Kira. Honestly, she's my favorite character out of that movie, to be honest.
You already said that.
Yeah, I did. She's so cool. And then, oh God, the movie's so good, man. It's so good. It definitely did not disappoint. All right, do you want to wrap?
Yeah, so guys, no episode. Well, let me rephrase that. This is the last episode for the year, so we will not to be back next week. So you will have to enjoy the new year without us. I'm obviously going to play a Christmas song here. It will not be on the video version because, once again, YouTube be little bitches. So,
I mean, I don't know if I agree to that. Like, when do we come across what?
We played a Christmas song last year and the year before.
Did we? I didn't agree to that either.
You wouldn't know because you don't listen to the podcast.
I do listen to the podcast. All right. I think that's a little disrespectful to the one half of the Angry Blerds. Why don't you like a non-denominational song?
Well, I was going to play Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by NSYNC.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I just think there's a non-denominational song you can slap on there.
Name a non-denominational song that revolves around the holidays.
Okay, non-denominational.
Oh, see, now he got to Google.
Hey, I don't know. I don't do holidays. All right, because I'm not Christian, so I don't let folks celebrate Christmas.
I'm not Christian either.
Oh, that's funny because you celebrating the supposed birthday of Christ.
Or maybe I like Christmas music, and even then, it's only a handful of Christmas songs.
A lot of people like Christmas. I mean, no one likes Mariah Carey.
I like Mariah Carey, but I don't like her Christmas album. I'm sick and tired of that thing popping up every year around, this time. You saw what she did on Instagram, right? After Halloween? She was basically on like an exercise bike as the Wicked Witch. She started to laugh, and then November 1st came around, and she was in the
non-denominational Christmas songs. Frosty the Snowman. Maybe I can say.
Frosty the Snowman is definitely a Christmas song.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Nah, you can't play that one. They canceled that song.
Why?
Something about a drink tasting funny in the lyrics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You a couple years late, dude. Let It Snow. Okay, I'll play Let It Snow by Boyz II Men.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's on brand too. Yeah.
Enjoy the smooth sounds of Nate, Mike, Sean, and Wanye. Before, I don't remember which one of them left the group. But yeah, guys, so this is Bernard.
And this is Samir.
Ah, shit. Do over. This is Bernard, a.k.a. the Scarlet Spider.
And this is...
Yo, we dropping these nicknames next year, bro. It's just too much. And we are Angry Blerds.
Join us next time. Join us next year. Same Blerd channel, same Blerd network.
Yeah. Be sure to rate
2023. Bum, 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 bum.
Really?
Yeah. 23 is gonna be lit. I'm ready for these games, son. You see this? You see that? Well, not the wife, but this. Yeah.
I was gonna say we see your wife in the bed. Maybe that's why you should keep your camera stationary.
She's passed out. It's fine. She's a superstar now. She's a star. Everyone loves her. All right,
please
people.
Review, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yo, please definitely review, comment. Like we said, you can drop comments on Spotify on the episodes now.
Yeah.
Also, comment on the YouTube. I actually do respond to the comments, people. So yeah, we'll see you next year.
Don't tell people what to do, Bernard.
Please. I said please. I said please. Please.
Have a safe and happy New Year.
We'll see you next year. See you in the funny pages. Peace, deuces, and all that stuff. You gonna tell the people bye? I can only see two of your fingers. You so out of frame.
You see the whole thing. I'm not
out
of frame.
I can. You look out of frame.
Yeah, but my camera's catching it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You can't do a Vulcan salute.
Fuck you.